Through the sultry heat of the Amritsar evening, the trumpeting roar of a charging elephant made Vishal freeze in his tracks. What was it doing in the palace grounds? The ground beneath him shook as panic ignited around him. Everyone scattered, zigzagging across the brazier-lit courtyard and garden into the dusk. Their shrieks drowned out the mahout's pointless warning as the elephant loomed into view. "Hadi, Hadi! Must!" Agonized screams told Vishal that some were too slow to get out of the Hati's path. He ran harder, his lungs bursting as his short legs propelled him forward. Being small and fast, Vish squeezed through the bushes lining the palace's paths. Ever since he was 9 and he'd first become a serving boy here, he'd learned the quickest ways to get around the place. Now, a whole year later, he knew every inch, every gleaming marble hall, every dark, shadowed corner. Darting towards the ornate arches of the palace, he recalled how restless the guards had been that night. It made him afraid that another danger had awoken. Worse than the straightforward peril of a charging animal, the arrival of more sly sahibs, men to whom he had to be polite, yet somehow instinctively distrusted. The acrid smell of burning hit his nostrils as he ran. Turning, he saw distant clouds of billowing smoke, rising along with his fear. The flames glowed from the Diori. If the gatehouse is on fire, then is the palace itself breached? Now screams were punctuated with yelled, curt orders and the sound of gunshots. Nearing the safety of the palace, he sprinted inside and skidded to a halt on the polished floor, his heart galloping like an Afghan stallion. The halls were a river of staff rushing towards the main door, so intent on getting out that he was carried on the surge. He fought against the tide, anxious to find his parents, not knowing where to go, desperate not to be swept out into that terrifying chaos without them. Shorter than the mass of people streaming towards him, he got tangled in their onslaught. Ducking out of the torrent, he darted into the hall to the Toshkhana. The treasury was always guarded, so he could ask what was going on, where to go, if they'd seen his parents. He looked around, but his trepidation grew as he realized there was no one here. He'd never seen this place unattended. His legs shook as he ventured down the steps into the coolness of the secure store to see if anyone was here. The door was ajar. His heart thumped. What's happened? Pushing the door open, he peered in. The light from the braziers was enough to show him that there were no guards inside the first chamber. His roiling fear made him immune to the treasures surrounding him as he hurried to the next room. He searched the whole place, with dread thudding in his stomach. Why is no one here? Where are the guards? Eerie silence, in stark contrast to the loud panic upstairs, seeped into him. He sank onto the cool floor, trying to work out what to do. Only then did he take in the wonders around him. Cashmere shawls glimmered in the firelight. Jewels sparkled on shelves. The immense amount of gold and silver gleaming around him included 2 silver pavilions and the Maharaja's throne. Beside it, the golden Bagadadil was mid-pounce, the tiger's emerald eyes glinting. Vish stared at the magnificent love token from the Maharaja to his wife. He'd heard that another beloved treasure, the Koh-i-Noor diamond, had already been seized from here, but he didn't understand the reasoning. It had made the household more protective of the remaining assets, especially this powerful, beloved symbol of love and luck. His admiration was interrupted by approaching footsteps. Then, "It isn't here, Sahib." For a second, Vish's heart leapt at finding help, but something about the low voice, the secretive tone, made his neck prickle. Instead of waiting, he scrambled between 2 bales of cashmere shawls, praying he wouldn't be seen or heard. He held his breath